Have you ever been in a meeting where someone throws around the words threat and vulnerability like they mean the exact same thing? Yeah, it happens all the time. But in the world of information security, conflating these two terms isn't just a minor vocabulary slip-up. It can actually derail your entire defense strategy. So in today's explainer, we're going to challenge those assumptions, break down exactly how they differ, and show you why understanding that difference is the absolute bedrock of a strong security posture.
Welcome back, everyone, to Day 9 of our Cybersecurity Explainer. I absolutely love this topic because we are getting right down to the tactical fundamentals. Think of this as your daily Security Operations Center briefing. We're going to lock in the precise definitions of vulnerability, threat, risk, and exploit. Once you master these four pillars, everything else in risk management and threat intelligence starts to make a whole lot more sense.
Here is our tactical briefing map for today. We'll start with understanding vulnerabilities, move right into threats, and then calculate how those combine into risk. From there, we'll look at exploits, map it all out in the cyber attack lifecycle, and finish up with a rapid-fire Day 9 summary. Let's jump right in. Starting off with our first core pillar, Section 1, Understanding Vulnerabilities. We can really just think of this as the weak link in the chain. A vulnerability is, very simply, a weakness. It's a flaw in an information system, an application, a network, or even a human process. Now, what's kind of fascinating about this concept is how ordinary it actually is. To ground this in reality, just think of a vulnerability as an unlocked door at your house. An unlocked door on its own, it isn't actively doing anything malicious to you. It is literally just a weakness that exposes you to potential harm. And we have absolutely no shortage of these unlocked doors. They take so many forms. Weak passwords, outdated software, misconfigured systems, unpatched code. Human vulnerabilities are a massive factor too, like employees falling for a phishing email. To give you an idea of the sheer scale we are dealing with here, in a single recent year, over 25,000 common vulnerabilities and exposures, or CVEs, were published. That averages out to nearly 69 new vulnerabilities discovered every single day. Organizations are out there managing thousands, sometimes millions, of potential weaknesses.
But remember, an unlocked door only matters if someone comes along to open it. And that brings us to our next section, Section 2, Understanding Threats, the Potential Danger.
A threat is any potential danger that can exploit a vulnerability and actually cause harm. If the vulnerability is the unlocked door, well, the threat is the thief walking down the street actively looking for a way in. A threat is the actor or the event that has the potential to compromise the confidentiality, integrity, or availability of your data. So the crucial point here is that threats come in a lot of different forms. Sure, they can be highly intentional and adversarial, like a nation-state hacker, a ransomware group, or a malicious insider. But they can also be completely accidental or environmental. A power failure, an accidental data deletion by an employee, or a natural disaster like a hurricane taking out your primary facility. Those are absolutely threats too. They are events capable of taking advantage of a weakness and causing damage. Now that we have our unlocked door and our thief, we need a way to measure the actual danger we are in. Let's move to Section 3, Understanding Risk. Calculating that danger really comes down to two vital factors, impact and likelihood. Risk isn't just about how bad a situation could be. Impact is the severity of the punch, the magnitude of the loss if the event actually happens. Likelihood, on the other hand, is the probability of actually being hit. Many organizations make the mistake of obsessing over just one of these. If you only focus on impact, you're going to chase extremely unlikely, scary scenarios and paralyze your business. But if you only look at likelihood, you ignore the catastrophic events until it's way too late. You need both to measure true risk. Which leads us perfectly to this classic cybersecurity equation. Risk equals threat multiplied by vulnerability. Look at it this way. If you have a threat but no vulnerability, meaning a thief is outside but all your doors are locked like a vault, your risk is incredibly low. If you have a vulnerability but no threat, an unlocked door in the middle of an empty desert, your risk is also low. But when a threat meets a vulnerability, that is when risk materializes, and the impact is very real. IBM's Cost of a Data Breach report noted the average cost of a breach is pushing $4.45 million. That is the risk we're managing. So we know the weakness, we know the danger, and we know the risk. Now we need to look at the weapon itself. Section 4, Understanding Exploits. An exploit is the specific method, tool, or piece of code that a threat actor uses to take advantage of a vulnerability. Going back to our metaphor one more time, if the vulnerability is the unlocked door and the threat is the thief, the exploit is the literal act of the thief turning the handle and pushing the door open to get inside. It is the actionable technique. I love this quote from data scientist Bob Rudis. He says, "An attacker may have the intent and capability to do harm, but no opportunity." Adversaries are out there right now constantly developing specific exploits, like credential access tools, password cracking scripts, or privilege escalation techniques. But the thing is, they can't use those exploits unless your vulnerabilities give them the opportunity. The second an opportunity presents itself, bam, the exploit is deployed.
Let's take all of this and see how it builds into a real-world scenario. Section 5. The cyber attack lifecycle.
Let's see how these isolated puzzle pieces actually lock together chronologically. Step 1. An organization has a vulnerability. Let's just say an employee uses an incredibly weak password. Step 2. A threat exists. A cybercriminal is targeting the company's network. Step 3. The threat actor uses an exploit, in this case, a brute force password cracking tool, to take advantage of that weak password. And finally, Step 4. The risk is realized, resulting in an account compromise and potential data theft. You see how they all connect? The vulnerability creates the opportunity, the threat attempts the exploitation, the exploit is the method used, and risk measures the resulting damage. And that brings us right to our Day 9 summary. Let's do a quick, high-energy review of what we've covered today.
Here are the 4 pillars that form the absolute foundation of cyber defense and risk management. Honestly, burn these into your memory. Vulnerability is your weakness. Threat is the potential danger out there in the world. Risk is the chance of damage occurring when the two meet. And the exploit? That is the actual attack method used to break in.
I want to leave you with this final, somewhat provocative question. With over 69 new vulnerabilities discovered every single day, it is physically impossible to patch every single one immediately. So, are you just blindly chasing vulnerabilities, or are you evaluating the threats, calculating the likelihood and impact, and actually managing your true cyber risk? Something to think about as you look at your own security posture this week. Thanks for joining me for Day 9 of this explainer, and hey, keep your doors locked.